Hi, the main character, Akira Silva. Ah,
You're
shit,
the
stop.
wrong one.
Ow, my ears.
Yay, friendship.
You. What about friendship?
Yay, friendship.
Fuck friendship.
What's friendship?
I mean, you can
What
fuck your
about-
friends.
That's hot.
Friends with benefits, baby.
At level 8, I can get sharpshooter, and at level 10, I can get the dual wielding guns. Oh! And
Again, you
then
need to make the guns.
In theory, yes.
I'll just go
In
rape
theory.
someone for it.
Wait,
What the
hold
fuck?
up, that's illegal.
It's not
Give me
illegal
your
if you don't
gun.
get caught.
It's not
Where
illegal,
is-
it's not illegal.
I was sleeping, and then someone raped me in my sleep.
When we last left
Nice.
off, this man had a stroke. I mean, not a stroke, but a terrible dream that psychically damaged him constantly.
So, right?
It wasn't
You
fair.
guys, mostly here, I met his goddess of love and beauty and totally freaked out about it until he had a wet dream and that sort of thing.
I
happened.
might be getting laid by the goddess of love and beauty.
I hope you die.
Gynecologist.
I mean, honestly, if I just get accepted into her realm, I'd be very happy with that.
I just get nightmares, and everyone gets to meet their bitch.
I mean,
And Kava also met his god. He
And to be
played
fair,
a game. Her.
And to be fair, it is a god appearing before you. That's very like, what do I do?
pretty much.
And then you have Aki, who's just.
And then
I
you
meant.
have
Then you
Paolo,
have Elmore,
who just says,
Nightmare.
Oh, do you want to gamble?
Elmore wakes up. You guys are bitches for not waking me up.
I'm throwing up right now, and not even checking the surrounding area.
So it is.
Oh yeah, you got drunk.
It is now early daytime.
And I'm just currently throwing up
Guys,
in the background.
everyone got benefits of a long rest besides Aki.
I hate you.
What?
Damn it.
So, Chase, if you really wanted to just be a dick, you could say that since he didn't get a long rest, he can't level up. If you wanted to be a dick,
I'm not gonna do that today.
I know.
Alright, let's
But
go.
my subclass.
Where are we going?
You were headed back to town to report in to the king.
King, I beat bitches. Where's my bitch? Okay.
So, Aro, how was watched on us? See, our friend here didn't do their job.
It seems so. He
Yes, you
he
remember
speaks
to
in a
record.
vessel.
Yeah. If I'm speaking to Aro, assume I'm speaking Abyssal.
Okay.
Just because, I mean,
No,
makes
He only
sense.
knows that pistol.
Nap, are you remembering
Well, a
to
bunch of
record or
things
no?
happened. This man seems to have a very uncomfortable sleep, and Kava got drunk.
am I the only one that actually did my job when I was watching?
You're the only
Yes.
one useful in this party.
Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you, Iro. I appreciate you acknowledging my worth.
I shoot the
You're a
bird.
very good man. You're a very good bird. Apologies.
Rolled a hit.
Fucking bird ass.
If you want to
1d20.
waste a bullet, go ahead.
Okay, I got an 18.
Okay, you hit him. Expend a bullet.
Okay, where's my bullets? I got
The
this.
bullet goes through
I-
Iroh,
okay.
explodes him, and then he reforms in this blue, gooey mess until he shapes back into a raven. And then he just looks at you.
That was horrifying and fascinating.
Is it the ball bearings?
No, it's not the ball bearings.
Oh, it's the bullet.
The bullets.
Okay, I have 24 now?
Yes, you have 24
Damn.
now.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we good to move now, or
Just continue on driving.
I'll continue to be drunk. Not drunk, but like hangover.
Elmore would like have dark shades underneath his eyelids.
Yeah,
and,
so,
and then he'd reload for next time.
Who's driving?
Not me, cause someone else is more useful.
I'm throwing up at the moment.
I guess I am. All right.
Give me 2 animal handling checks.
2d20 plus 2 each. That's a
crit.
crit.
That's crit, so you really succeed. The animals
I
are like
am the
super
horse
liking
whisperer.
you.
And it's 17.
Yep. Your
I
trip
should
goes
just multi-class ranger and just be the animal whisperer. All the animals love me.
You should just take 2 levels in barbarian, so you get rage and a bunch of fucking health.
But then I can't cast spells, and I'm a 6th level sorcerer.
You can't cast spells in rage.
No, you cannot cast spells or maintain concentration on any spells.
Huh, that's interesting.
Use
But
magic
say
missile.
if you like if you cast a spell like Featherfall and then entered rage, it would still focus because it's just a flat duration, no concentration or anything. It works until it stops, type of thing. Those kind of spells will still work if you cast it before you rage.
Just go magic missile.
I mean,
Magic missile.
A raging sorcerer. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That will be hilarious.
So anyway,
What are you
the
doing?
trip goes rather smoothly. Is anyone keeping an eye out?
Fuck no, I'm trying to sleep.
I'm currently throwing up.
You're actually trying to get some rest.
I mean,
All right. Well,
Roll wisdom. Fuck.
roll a wisdom check.
No. Not again. Oh no.
The
I
trip
got
is
an
gonna.
8. I'm fucked.
You're real fucked.
I was so lucky last time, and now it's just no.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
How much
So
damage?
you
gonna
guys,
die.
you guys do take quite a bit of time getting back to the capital. You guys start early in the morning, and it is, right around mid-afternoon by the time you get back. And all the while, you see Elmore tossing and turning and sweating. And Elmore, you find yourself in this odd field in your dream.
I'm humming a happy song so I don't have to
shit.
listen to him toss and turn.
And do I roll Constitution to see if I'm got over my hangover or no?
Sure, for flavor.
Okay.
Stop dying. God
Uh,
damn.
Elmore, you're in this field and you're surrounded by the faces of your former family, and they seem to be droopy, their eye sockets hollow, and their forms are just drooping with this ethereal type energy as they just try and claw their way towards you. And you would just experience that for 6 hours.
You all suck. To say, sticking up the middle finger.
You also take 3d6 psychic damage when you wake up.
Oh my god. Ow. That's 9 damage. That's a lot of damage.
that's a lot of damage for you.
So now I'm just gonna experience my family being weird. Wait,
Is that
how do
normal?
am I human family or?
You guys need to pick a spot between the Discord server or Roll20.
All right.
I'm going to be going in roll 20 because that's makes it easier so we don't have to
Yes.
open 3 different things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, but I'm kind of retarded.
I
fuck
mean,
me.
you have the dice roll. It's so convenient.
I'll just do both.
Just go over to the side, go over to your dice rolls, and you can literally choose up to 5 of any dice.
Exactly.
Slash roll.
Could I just like roll in person and like, oh look, I rolled a nat 20. Oh look, I rolled another nat 20.
Hey, okay, I'll just roll in the DnD.
So anyway, Elmore, you wake up, you don't get the benefits of a long rest, and
Fucker.
you also take 9 psychic damage, and you arrive back in town. The town is
Sleep well,
bustling.
princess. Done throwing up, hot prince.
I
Do
fucking died again. This
Hmm.
time the dream was worse.
Don't know. You look alive to me.
Listen,
Uh,
man, I didn't.
I'm a bit fine.
I don't know what I am anymore.
That's it, champ. Just walk it off.
No, you don't understand. First dream, when I started tossing and turning last night, there was this dude with like weird I don't know how to describe it. So like, you know how you look up
I
at
was
the
just
night
going too
sky and
far.
it's just all
Just to get some
starry.
water.
Look, man, I think you're mistaking me for someone who cares.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Well,
baby.
fuck you.
Look, no offense, I've known you for like almost 24 hours. Actually, no, about like 30 hours maybe now.
That's 30 hours.
I
I
hope your
Okay.
Don't
goddess.
care that much about you.
I hope your goddess
Don't-
says fuck you.
Don't get me wrong. I hope you don't die, but you're mistaking me for someone who cares about your like mental well-being.
Hit
Just
me,
don't
fuck.
try to stab me in the back or shoot me in the back.
He wouldn't.
Maybe in
Oh,
like
yeah.
maybe in like a couple weeks I'll start like feeling emotional attachment and really caring about you. But like I just met you.
You have fun doing whatever the fuck you're doing. My dude would hop out of the carriage.
I
So you
am
guys
having fun driving this carriage.
back in town. I need to make these horizontal.
My dude would hop out of the carriage and just like look for stuff to eat. Well, first things first, since he can't really benefit off of a long rest, he'd go look for the fucking healer, aka the
Priest.
no.
Just go to a temple and be like, "Yo, doc, I need some healing."
Yeah, I'll go to a
Yo,
temple and ask
doc,
for some
I
Even
need
healing.
before that hurts you, somehow.
heal it. Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it squares. So the map is to scale somewhat.
Alright.
As far as
Did you make
distance
us all a
goes.
token?
So if you use the snap to center, it'll actually tell you what the
Yay,
mileage
more
is.
people.
Nice.
It's
Oh
more
yeah, I
fun.
see the squares hiding underneath there. So shallow.
I don't. I'm kind of blind. But you know what? I'll just rely on everyone else's eyes.
You gotta like really zoom in and get in there.
Oh, I see the squares.
Um, um, where the fuck's the purple?
I don't know, but how are you doing that?
I think you hit
you drag,
shift.
you drag and you either
No.
put shift or the right
You
click,
press right click,
and then you move
just right
like
click.
this, like this.
I'm a very cool person. You see this, Nep? I bet you fuck you, Nep.
You guys arrive back in town. The city is bustling for mid-afternoon. It's around 4 to 5 in the evening, or 4 and 5 in the afternoon.
I visit the church to get some healing.
I go
So
to
you,
get some
Miss
water.
Mar, I forget your name. Please forgive me. What was it again?
Me,
Yes, Miss Azamar.
Kava.
Kava, right? Forgive me.
Don't
We
worry
need to
about it.
report to the king this whole debacle with the city, with the
Alright,
town we just dealt with.
we need to do that.
I say we do that. Or maybe you should do that since he is expecting
Right.
you, and
Right.
I could go find some rooms for us at an inn, or perhaps.
Yeah, alright.
Unless you think I should go with you.
I mean, you could do what you want. I mean, like, I'll just go to the king and get the reward.
I'll go with you. I'll
Alright.
go with you. I don't know this city like the back of my hand.
I don't
Speaking
know
of which,
either.
I'll
Elmore,
explore
give me
later.
a
No.
history check.
I'm gonna
Oh,
fucking
no.
fail it. Fuck.
You're gonna get fucking lost in your own city. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
11.
You get lost.
Oh my fuck.
That's fair. That seems normal.
How do you get lost on your way to like the biggest place in town?
I don't know. As Professor Basin.
To be fair, the biggest place in this town is a mages guild.
One of the biggest places in town.
Okay, where the fuck's the healing?
You went to the mages guild.
In a minute, when they get done with the whole shabacle, I'll
Yeah.
I'm
let
gonna
you
take
re-roll
the
again.
reward.
Are we going back to that fancy place or no?
Yeah, you guys. I assume you guys head back to the
King.
palace.
Yes, that. Yes.
Yes, that. I know words. Maybe.
I don't know.
No,
what-
Sometimes.
What's
Sometimes.
Are we at the palace right now, or are we just like staring at the map?
Well, you're at the palace. Well, you're not Elmore. You're lost in the city somewhere.
that? Yes.
Okay.
You split the party.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm hungry. I'm dying.
Good. I mean,
I'm dying.
There's
So
some
at the
some
palace,
candy.
you find the same grand hallway, slash grand room. Because I wasn't here for this, I'm going to describe the palace again. So
Yeah.
before you see a palace made of a mixture of stone and marble. Before you are two grand oak doorways, and to either side of them is the god Thom. But instead of riding his dragon, he is subjugating it underneath him.
Kinky.
Kinky.
How the fuck did I not get lost trying to get to the palace?
But you weren't going for the palace. You were going for a
the church.
clerical temple.
I mean, like, while we were trying to get there in the first place.
Because it's you. And we were just teleported there, if you remember correctly.
That's what I said.
Just bing.
We just got a letter and we just followed the person that got the letter. That's a simple way of just doing it.
We pretty much just followed the main road straight forward to the palace, like most cities are built like.
Okay, continue. What's happening?
Hold on, I'm trying to multitask and I'm not very good at it. Give me 1 second. Okay.
I'm gonna go kill a bunny. I'm hungry. I want flesh.
Okay, so you guys enter the palace. Around you, you see down this hallway, there are guards standing at each pillar. There are 4 pillars to your right, 4 pillars to your left. Beyond those pillars are tables. 2 very long tables going all the way down the hallways, going down the other halls with carpets underneath the tables, and then 1 big red carpet going towards the throne. The grand hallway is lit by chandeliers and lit braziers next to the pillars and above each table. As you approach, the king appears to be talking to someone. The individual he is speaking to has this short white hair and appears to be writing several notes down and bothering the king, it seems, as the king seems very annoyed with his presence.
It's an Elmore wannabe.
The king himself, because there I wasn't here. The king himself looks to be a grizzled man, but a fine warrior nonetheless, with scars down the left side of his face, and a sword always within his reach. A shield leans against his throne, and he wears scale mail under his royal garb.
Okay.
We
I'm not
completed
there.
the mission that you said to do.
Yeah.
That's all
The king spots you and goes, "Oh, welcome, welcome." And you said you completed the mission. What happened?
There was infestation of things. There was a giant dude, and we killed them all. And then we saved the village. That's all.
An infestation of what exactly? And who is your friend here?
I give a deep, respectful bow to the king for rising up. Good. You said it was like 5 in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Good evening, Your Majesty. I'm Thurai, a traveler who has offered my services to your
Group.
mercenaries. I don't want to say heroes or champions. That seems presumptuous.
That's why
Okay,
it's a
he
group.
sort of
But
laughs.
I aided them in taking care of the infestation in the village. It seemed to be dominantly kobolds with trollkin and 1 orc as the higher ups.
Interesting.
If I recall correctly, is that right, Kava?
Right. Yeah, that is correct.
What of the villagers?
100%, I remember correctly.
Most of the villages are all right as far as I know. We didn't get a head count, but many were alive, and for the most part uninjured.
Okay, good. What of my 2 men? I haven't heard back from them.
They're fucking dead.
Yeah.
I look at Kava because I don't know that deal.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, we found some
Oh.
bodies in a nearby camp, a bit far away, and they were attacked by kobolds that we cleared out, except for one that managed to get away. I think. I don't know. I don't know if did Eleanor take care of that one? He seems to have trouble with the mage one that was there. But besides that,
One
I pretty
I
much
can't
gotten rid of
ask
most of the
him.
kobolds there that killed the
Uh,
soldiers. I
the
think.
king kind of looks at you kind of funny, and he just looks at Therai, looks back at Kava, and he just nods his head. It's like, okay. Well, for anyway, you guys saved the village, and I assume Elmore survived the encounter as well.
No concern.
Yes, he's going to the local temple to get some healing. He's been having trouble sleeping, you see.
Yeah.
Ah, I see, I see. Ailments that afflict us all. Well, regardless, there will be an award that I can prepare for you tomorrow. Feel free to spend the next day or so in town resting.
All right.
I have some clerical business that I must attend to, and the person to your right,
Mhm.
the white-haired man, speaks up finally, and he's like, but sir, you must understand, I have to tell you about this." And he's like, "I don't want to hear about your dreams anymore. They
Oh
don't make any
God.
sense."
Oh, this sounds like me to Eleanor this morning.
Oh God, not this
They,
again.
they don't make any sense, and I have no business dealing with any history of the world. I am fighting a war for my people as now, so leave my presence. And so the cleric just sort of sighs and then looks to you two, and he's like, "Well, will you guys listen to me? This is of importance, and somebody must listen."
Sure. I'll listen, but it doesn't mean that I'll accept. I'll just
Fuck
listen.
you.
First, I look back to the king, give him another deep bow. Your generosity is beyond compare. Thank you very much for everything you have done and you are willing to offer.
What he said.
I then look back up at the white hand man and said, "It's best not to discuss matters in front of the king as if he's not there. If you wish to speak with us outside the throne room."
He nods, and he takes a bow towards the king. Uh, I shall see to the rest of the paperwork later on, Your Grace. I shall return this evening. And he's like, "Fine, fine, just take your time. As long as you guys get him out of my hair for a couple of hours, I don't care what you do with him."
All right.
The man turns
All
and
right.
follows you as you guys leave.
Okay.
Walk out, and as soon as the door is closed, like, oh, thank fuck, I hate being in front of royalty.
Yeah.
So
The
this
white-haired
dream,
man seems to laugh.
what's so significant about it? Oh
Well,
god, I
it
can't. Now I feel
seems
kind of. Now I feel guilty about not listening to Eleanor's dreams. Oh gods.
You feel guilty?
Yes, I am. I'm not a monster.
Oh.
sometimes. Anyway.
I can be cold. I'm cold-hearted very frequently. That's for survival.
Yeah.
I've lived a life, you see.
Mhm. Mhm. That makes
This
sense.
man introduces himself as Terrell. He is the Kingdom Cleric. He's mostly, uh, he mostly deals with paperwork, sending messages back and forth, handling logistical matters, etc., etc.
Right. Right.
All right.
The dream that
So,
he had, he goes on to tell you. Starts to describe he was standing on the earth, but it seemed barren. But it was more than that, it looked young around him. He saw a colossal mountain in front of him, and although the distance and terrain made it hazy, he still could make out a shape about it. The ground was covered in fog, and everywhere was thick with clouds. And as he looked up into the sky, there were several presences of light in the sky, only for them to get bigger and bigger as he watched them. When he was finally able to make them out, they were several of the gods in these presences of light. They seemed to all be heading towards the giant mountain that he had noticed before, only now, as he turned towards it, it was certainly no mountain. It stood, and it was a shadowy, colossal figure that stood before the gods, and it reached in towards the earth and pulled from it, just as big as eh, just as big as a glaive as it was. The gods and this creature battled, and several of the gods were struck down by this beast. But with a combination of several of the gods' powers, they were able to open up the earth and seal away the colossal being inside of it. The glaive was shattered and split into 12 gems, which the gods take the liberty of hiding not only from themselves, but anyone who wishes to find them. The next thing I saw in this dream was a shadowy colossal being with chains around both arms deep inside the earth. Its arms spread in either directions and are wrapped in chains that seem to be of the earth itself. There were spell circles around its head, hundreds, and while they seemed powerful, I watched them and one of them vanished.
This is an oddly specific dream.
It is. And it's
It's a
full of
dream that seems
specificity.
to actually have a proper plot, which in my
Ah,
experience, dreams tend to be pretty random.
right. And we're being told
And
this.
that's not all. The end of my dream ended with my god's voice reaching out to me. I heard my god Agama. He said it was but a small history lesson of the world. The small error that the gods had made when imprisoning the creature I saw will come back if we are not careful.
Trace.
Yes.
The mention of these 12 stones, does it sound familiar to what I heard about in the book with the artifacts and stuff? That I remember
About
last night.
Yeah.
The
about the
belt.
12 gems of power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Does that sound very familiar? Ah, fuck. We
And your
have one.
god, this would coincide with what your god told you about seeking out the 12 stones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to gather some. We want to gather because evil people are also trying to gather them, if I remember correctly.
He sort of thinks about it, and and he says, it seems that we are on one side of this matter, and there is a couple of other sides for this matter, and everyone is after the same thing.
We all want these stones.
Luckily, I can offer you guys a head start. Unfortunately, I can't offer coming with you as my duties here tie me down.
Ah, worry not, my friend. I don't mean disrespect, but you said you're a cleric of coin, not a cleric of gods. So I don't expect you to be the adventuring type.
Mm-hmm.
Not to sound rude, of course. I see you're well armed and well equipped. I have no doubt you could defend yourself, but
Regardless, I'd rather not stick to those matters, but I can give you some information.
Information would be nice.
yes, please. I suppose that's the best right now.
I did some research of my own and figured out that there was a temple quite a ways from here that seems to be a location of one of these gems.
Oh. So where Eleanor's going.
Well, no.
Quite a
way?
ways away usually means outside of the city.
Oh.
Yes.
Alright.
There are, believe it or not, my friend, but the gods have many temples.
I mean, I don't pay attention in class.
So while I don't
Are
have
you not
any
an
real,
ASMR?
I mean, that's kind of racist.
Wait, out of character, what kind of ASMR are you?
I have no clue because I'm a variant, right? And I have.
she's a sort of variant ASMR.
Oh, you're not one of the base ASMRs? Oh. Well, would this variant ASMR still be considered in the god's light, or would it be considered more fallen?
No, in the God's light.
So you'd have an angelic guide who would commune with you through your dreams, most likely.
Oh, I ignore
Yeah,
those.
the Lady Luck. I ignore
Trouble
those.
with them.
Oh, oh my God! It's no wonder. Oh, oh.
So anyway, Terrell goes to
Oh, this
into
road's
further
fucked.
detail and be like, well, there's two locations I suspect, but this one I'm more certain about. And he marks it on the map that I'm totally working right now. Just give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Mood.
Makes sense.
Pretty much. me zoom out here for a sec. So he points you to 2 locations.
Alright.
One is here. He says that this location seems to be a temple of the goddess of illusion, and while he doesn't have any definite proof that a gem might be there, he did some research on some tombs that his god has provided him,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Uh-huh.
suspects that it could be a location as the god of knowledge and the goddess of illusion hate each other, and it would make sense that the goddess of illusion would be able to hide one.
Right.
The second location that he points you towards is right here.
And what is that?
That is a former fortress turned temple to the god of nature, the lord of the forest.
Oh.
He suspects that
Oh.
Sylvanus, he is the forest father, the god of nature, though formerly only considered the god of wild nature and druids. He's one of the oldest and most prominent deities, and this is still Terrell telling you all this information. He's like, so I suspect that he would also be one of the gods to hide one of these gems.
Right.
I see.
Okay.
I don't know any of this.
Well,
I'm not listening.
I will be honest. I would rather not go to Illusion Goddess's temple. I feel like that will be very mindfuckery with illusions
Uh-huh.
and just a headache overall.
I mean, we already have
So,
one
Kava,
person do it.
Kava, if we are doing this,
Right.
I would prefer my vote is Sylvanus's temple.
Yeah, let's go with that one. I mean, you're the smart one.
Ah, you flatter me, my friend.
Terrell bows for you. He's like, well, I have to see you back to my cleric duties. I have a room here in the palace if you have any more questions.
Alright.
Ah, yes, of course. Thank you very much, Tyrell. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Mm-hmm.
So, a piece of advice. The Mages Guild offers several different mages who might know more information, and they might have been already researching into arcane matters.
So they're fucking nerds.
It, I feel as though it wouldn't be odd to say the god a temple to Mistra might have one of these.
The god of who?
Mistress is the goddess of magic.
Mm.
So it wouldn't be odd, but I don't know any locations but besides the other 2. So I would check with the Mages Guild as well. Perhaps one of her more favorable subjects is there.
Me. I meant not me.
But with that, I leave you. Have the rest of your evening. And he sort of turns and walks back into the palace.
Alright, I suppose we'll go to the temple and find Eleanor now.
Yeah.
I'm not even
That-
at
that's
the
where
temple. I got
he's
fucking
Yeah,
from,
but
right?
we know that you went to the. You said you were going to the temple.
Yeah.
So Elmore, actually give me another history check to see if you can
No,
find your damn face.
failing. A +3, right? Slash roll +3.
Yeah.
1d20 +3. I got a 20. Fuck
Hey,
you.
look, you fucking bastard. You
Give me
find
that
yourself. You finally find yourself at the Temple of Thom.
Tom.
It's
Name Tom.
Torm. No, it's Torm. Torm.
Calling him Tom from now on. Just to spite him.
Again, you see the 2 statues that were in front of the palace, and Torm subjugating his dragon below him to either side of this temple. The temple itself seems to be made purely of marble, and there are 2 smaller oak doors than the palace standing before you, Elmore.
Okay.
I guess you go inside.
These
Nah.
doors are standing before you. Okay.
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 These
Now
are
that
definitely doors.
I
Fine.
push them to
You
inside.
push them and you go inside. They open. There's nothing there, and you're in a dream again. No, I'm just kidding.
I
Not again.
I low key want to learn the sleep spell just so I can put him to sleep and make.
Not again.
See, the funny thing is he would get the rest then. 'Cause I don't
No,
think.
sleep. No, the duration of sleep is 1 minute.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Regardless, you see before you a rather beautifully laid out temple. The symbol of Thom line two pillars that head towards an altar in his name. There is a priest talking with some of the peasantry, random words, and the priest robes are decorated with white gauntlets. There is different subject matter all around, pointing towards duty, loyalty, and obedience, while also symbols of courage and self-sacrifice dart the walls in different images in stained glass.
Is this like a message of some sort?
No, I'm just telling you how the temple looks.
Oh.
The
Cool.
actual priest is wearing a robe that has a big white gauntlet on the back of him.
I make my way over to the dude with the dressed weird. The
That's
priest.
weird. The priest. Yeah,
And
the
then I'm
priest
like,
turns to you and goes, "Welcome, child. Have you come today to be blessed by Thom?"
no. I'm here to get healed.
Healed from what?
Well, first off, I have nightmares, but I don't think you can heal that. And second off, I'm physical heals. I'm hurt mentally and physically.
Well, alright. The priest sort of like waves his hand over you and then touches your head. And you get. Give me
No
one
need for that.
second.
It suddenly explodes.
You
He
explode.
he casts inflict wounds 9th level.
Fuck.
Take
Forward death.
take a. I think that's 11. It's an 11 or 12 D10 necrotic damage.
What a demon.
Dead.
Dead.
DED.
It's fucking.
He heals you for 5 points just by touching you.
So just by not what?
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
It's called healing hands, actually.
Oh, he's a paladin.
He's a cleric.
Can you heal
Thom.
me any more than that?
Is he an
I heal-
ASMR?
He might be.
If he's an
Heal me
ASMR, that
more.
makes sense.
Heal me more.
He's like, what do you mean? You should be quite
I'm-
well.
I still feel hurt.
It's because he's used to healing commoners. You only have 4.
Mm-hmm.
How badly are you wounded?
Okay, like think about it like this. Say some dude pulled out an arrow and shot me 3 times in the knee.
You got married 3 times?
Wow.
Ah,
I meant okay. So someone takes out a bow, and then he shoots me 3 times in the leg.
so you were in combat.
Yeah, basically. Give me more heals, please.
Well, perhaps you said you were having odd dreams, right?
Fuck. Yes, I was,
Can
and
you
still
tell
am.
me about these?
Okay, so like I had this one dream where like I was surrounded in this like meadow. Well, I'll tell. Should I tell you about the first one, or should I tell you about the one I had right like recently?
Either? He like
Okay, so
raises an eyebrow.
okay, so the first one was weird. I saw some dude who had crackly mystical eyes. Okay, and well, he reminded me of a crow or a raven or whatever the fuck. You know, I don't care about what he identifies as, but it reminded me of him because they had the same eyes. And like he said that I failed something and something about awakening and I didn't understand. And he said for that I must die. And so he sent me into like this forever falling down thing where I would continuously down over and over while these weird creature beings would like attack me. I touched one of them and they shocked me and it hurt. But other than that, everything felt real and I couldn't sleep.
Interesting. Hmm. He like turns towards the
So
crowd that
he did.
was talking to, and he sort of dismisses them before pointing you towards like a back door of the temple. Can you follow me for a second?
Ah, shit. I always knew priests were rapists.
Glad I'm not the only one making a priest perv joke.
Oh god.
What's next? Is he gonna pull down his pants? I follow him.
He like leads you into this back room, and
Ah, shit.
Oh no!
In the
Does he
back
lead him
room.
into the broom closet?
no.
Is there a lemon party?
Man, Kava, I sure hope Elmer isn't getting molested by a priest right now.
I mean, he was molested by birds before, so.
So in this
Alright,
back room,
speaking of which, what are the birds doing right now? Who are they
I
with?
I have no
they're with
clue.
you, Sarah.
Okay.
The god bird, the Putu, is actually just hanging around on top of the palace, watching you guys at the moment.
That is creepy.
I love my Putu. My
I feel,
Putu.
I feel like as though you're incapable of love.
Yeah. No astral being could fall in love.
He takes you into
Anywho.
this back room, and it seems to be his living quarters, except there is a
Now,
section.
my child, you must disrobe and bend over my bed.
Can you just please let me get through this?
Sorry.
There seems to be a smaller altar of the thumb that has a necklace over a bust of thumb. He points you towards the necklace and he goes, "That could help you, but I don't wish to part with it. So if you wish to use it, stay here in the temple. There is another room just in the sanctuary that you can use to sleep.
Okay, will you heal me first?
I can only heal you so much per day, so if you wish to
I'm
have
pretty
something
sure if
like
I go to sleep and I start tossing and turning because some weird shit's gonna happen, I'm probably gonna be dead.
I would wish to experiment to see if I can stop these dreams.
Alright,
Experiment
man.
keyword.
You know, that's kinda. Alright, okay, just lead me there and I'll try to use the thing. And I'm fine with staying here. I finished my quest anyways. It's not like they're gonna ask me to go on another quest right after it.
Anyway,
It's not like we're gonna go
So, Kava,
another
do we need to pick up Elmer?
I don't know. Do we?
Elmer.
I don't remember your name anymore.
Wasn't it just humanity?
I've just been slowly mispronouncing your name word.
How are you today, Elmer? It's Elmore.
I've just been
What?
slowly
Alright,
mispronouncing your
Elvis.
name worse and
Elvis,
worse.
that's
Elvis.
Elvis.
Alright, I'll sleep in the spare room so I can use the weird necklace thing that you have.
he nods. Like, you can come back this evening and run any errands that you have to do,
I have nothing better to do.
other than sleep.
Basically.
And he shrugs and he takes off the necklace from the bust, and then he goes back into the sanctuary, and then he goes left to another room that's just some living quarters. There are like several different beds set up into this smallish room, but they're like single beds. There's like five of them in this room. Yeah, and then he just turns to you and he goes, "Well, put this on and try to go to sleep."
In before, it's a trap.
I put it on.
You put it on. Okay. Do you go to sleep?
I lay in bed and try.
You go to sleep. You don't have to roll a saving throw.
Yes!
So he returns to the altar to continue talking to people about his god, and I assume you guys show up at the temple.
Hmm I mean,
Sure.
we don't need to go immediately, do we? Right? We should wait a
That's
day,
not what
right? We
you
get our
guys
Uh,
reward,
need.
then we can go, right?
do what, and then we can go.
I mean, get our reward from the king.
Well, don't we need to do that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, the king said he would prepare the reward over the course of tomorrow.
3 years.
Mm.
So,
So I say we just check back in tomorrow morning.
if it's
Make
another
sure
day, then we could go.
make sure Eleanor is not dead.
Ah,
Eleanor.
Didn't didn't get his booty touched.
mhm. I mean, that's normal
Normal.
for Eleanor, Elvis,
For Elmo.
For-
for Elvis.
Man, I really hope Elvis didn't get his butthole touched.
Eh,
I wonder,
I mean,
maybe he gets his butthole touched a lot, and it was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
I know, right? I wonder how Elvis purrs. So, I mean, it's not that far of reality.
Elmo
Yeah.
around his feet.
We'll approach the temple.
Mhm.
Enter, look around. If we don't immediately see him, which I presume we don't, look for any nearby like cleric or like cleric in training or anything.
Yeah, you
Huh?
see the priest standing before his altar.
I is there a line or anything, or do you just walk up?
Yeah, you just walk up. He doesn't appear to be talking to anyone, just cleaning
Right.
the altar at the
Alright.
moment.
Stop
So
praying. Give me heal.
I walk up, give him a polite wave. Good afternoon, good evening, Father. We have reason to believe one of our friends stopped by recently for some healing.
He thanks
A
for
young human. Just realized a young human man's probably the least descriptive thing, the
Yeah.
least helpful description I could ever give someone in this city.
Uh-huh.
No kidding.
The weird one. That had the
I don't know if he gave you his name, but I think it was
Elvis, right? Elvis?
Elvis. I think it might have been Elvis.
Yeah, he has a strange rod.
He had a very interesting belt on him. Wearing a very interesting belt.
You must mean the man with the bad dreams.
Yes,
that one.
yes, that
Yeah,
one.
that one.
Yes, he's still here, actually. He's in that room over there trying to get some sleep.
So he's in good hands.
For now, it seems.
For now. I might touch him later.
I assure you. My hands are of the purest intent. Okay, that's a lie. I apologize for lying in this house of the house of the gods. But I'm not a evil villain. I cannot say the same for Kava. I've met them literally yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as
But
I understand it, you helped save a village recently. The word was
Wow, news
around
goes
the
around
yes.
fast. But yeah.
Yes. We aided in that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even aided. We were the ones to do that, as there was no other aid. Or the aid was already killed. I don't fully understand.
Yeah.
Well, as duty may serves you, it must please Tom that you have saved many of the children.
Oh yeah.
The children are the children are the future. They must be protected, of course.
Wise.
May the blessings of Thom inspire you to continue to do duty and courage as you continue in your life. I don't know. I don't do priest things very often.
just try and get like a very evangelical mind. Try to think what those
continue on doing
TV
good.
priests would say.
Alright.
And my brothers over here.
I do hope you. Uh, I do hope you children can go forth in Thom's name, spreading courage and duty and obedience, as you do.
Well, Thom is a wonderful god. It would be very rude of me to do services in the name of different deity. The Lady of Beauty is the one that I follow and offer my services towards.
Ah, I see.
Now you must die. Pulls out a
I flip my hair. I flip my hair in like overly exaggerated, clearly joking manner. Can you not tell by how beautiful I am?
So to give you some lore about this world, most people do worship one main god, but they all pay respects to the main ones, like the god of
Yeah.
the forest father or Lady Luck. They do the little thing where it's
Fuck Lady
they
Luck.
try to
Yeah.
appease her for good luck, etc.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You have the god that you consider your patron, and then all of the gods that you still respect. You
Unless you don't
acknowledge as,
respect them.
fucking gods.
They
Unless
are
you don't.
gods for a reason.
Oh god, I entwined my toes, so I can't get them down to the lock.
What is the name of the fucking beauty goddess? I can't remember.
Give me a
I
second.
got shard.
I got it. I got it. I have my book right here. Please continue while I look this up. Don't worry about me.
So the priest just sort of is like, no, it's soon.
Ah, right. No, isn't soon the moon?
Soon it was the goddess of beauty and love.
And shard's like the goddess of darkness and loss.
Which, yep.
Yeah, Shar is the goddess of darkness and loss.
That's
Oh
my
yeah.
pick.
Wait, then who is the god of the moon? I thought Soon was the moon.
Amaterasu.
Salune. They're spelled almost exactly the same, only the goddess of the moon is El.
Oh, Saloon. Right. Right.
Salune and Soon. That's kind of confusing, but
That is confusing.
Right.
I'm too
regardless,
stupid to comprehend, so I don't try.
he gives you a bow and he goes, in the god's name, have a wonderful day.
You as well, Father.
Mm.
I suppose we will return for our companion tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
As you wish. I shall continue my duties. And he sort of dismisses himself and goes
Live
on.
long and prosper.
Yeah, what he said.
My dream.
Alright, so we get out of the temple and I immediately look at Kava. Okay, we need a fucking place to stay for the night.
There's an inn.
You can clearly tell I was trying not to curse in it.
And just like,
I mean, you did curse once, but
Did I?
yes, you did. Once, though.
Well,
Wait, what was it?
I think you just said fuck.
Ah, shit! It's fine, I'm not in the temple this time.
Yeah.
Oh, God, forgive me.
No.
Look,
Oh,
I mean,
Eric, you're not a god.
I'm the god of stupidness.
You know, I'll accept that.
I'll accept that too.
Yes.